So I saw this post on Instagram and it says, it was actually a woman who posted it. And she said, social media got everybody feeling like they got so many options. You don't. Pay attention to the people who love, value, and hold you down in real life. The internet might make it look like there's plenty of fish in the sea, but most of it ain't worth catching. And I absolutely wanted to have this conversation and bring it to you guys and talk about it. Because first of all, there's some women out there right now that are hearing this. And I just want to say, all you have to do is just get up from wherever you are. Go right over to your man, go give him a hug, and let him know how much you appreciate him and you are sorry for the foolishness. Okay? Just let him know, because let me tell you my interpretation, right? From my own personal opinion. There are a lot of women out there who can get very caught up in the conversations, whether it be on TikTok or on Instagram. A lot of women who are fed by their social media influencers, who are living the single girl lifestyle, who are convincing a lot of these women that the grass is greener on the other side. That it's more fun out there, that they're having the time of their life, that they are just, living a life that's so fulfilled. And there's a lot of women who are in relationships, and just because they have maybe a disagreement or an argument or whatever it is in their relationship, a lot of these same women will conflate the issue that they're having in the moment with the issue that they're having in totality with the relationship, and cause or create havoc and problems for absolutely no reason, just because the people who are quote unquote influencing are selling you a dream. That's real. A lot of people are on social media. I think that people forget that a lot of people, especially the quote unquote influencers, are being paid to promote certain things. And sometimes being paid to promote certain things, makeup, clothing, items from the store that you can buy, it also might seem like they are paid to promote a certain lifestyle, which could or could not be true. But in actuality, the fact that you are in a real relationship with somebody who cares about you, somebody supports you, somebody who is leading you, somebody who was there to protect you, to, like this woman said, in real life. I think a lot of women, they sit down and they are taking the wrong information from the things that they are seeing. There's not enough people who are quote unquote influencing or are in certain spaces that are romanticizing their life like how single women are. Single women are romanticizing everything. They everything is an event that they do on a daily basis. A lot of women have perceived that, being in a relationship is the thing that's holding me back in life. Oh, I know what it is. I need to be free. I need to, explore my freedom. Or the women who, have been with somebody since they're young, they say, they live on their own apartment. They got a penthouse apartment. They got this, they got that. I never knew what that was like. Being fooled by the internet, when a lot of these people who are in these spaces, who are doing these things that seem like they got it all together, would love to be able to have somebody to accompany them within their own life. You can have the money, you can have the car, you can have the career, you can have the dog, you could have the aesthetically pleasing lifestyle, but you see, somebody who is there for you in real life, somebody who cares about you in real life, somebody who, as this person says, loves and values you in real life, is something that money cannot buy. That's why we see a lot of women who have they have money, they have the finances, they have the things, but they don't have nobody else. All they have is the things. And the reason why I'm specifically talking about women in this conversation is because a lot of women fall for the gotcha. Hence why the woman Nara Smith, the model Nara Smith, who is married with children, is home creating meals from scratch. Okay, she making cereal from scratch, cinnamon rolls from scratch. When I say from scratch, she got the flour out the cabinet and is making cereal for her children, and people are so upset about it. Oh, you see, I could never be in a relationship like that because ain't nobody gonna be having me doing all that stuff. Oh, he ain't even worth that. Oh, that could never. And she got kids. That's crazy. Don't worry about it, sweetheart, because it won't be you. You don't gotta worry about talking about what you would never do, because I'm pretty sure the opportunity hasn't even been knocking on your door. There are a lot of people who are bitter because they are unable to receive certain results out of the dating pool, out of the relationship sector of life. And so their misery that they are spewing out there is sometimes falling on women who are in a state that they might be in a moment of being miserable, and are using these highlights of people's lives, these couple of minutes, maybe an hour or whatever it is that you're seeing these people on social media, and you're seeing a highlight reel of their life, but you're not seeing the real thing. And somehow it makes you feel like whatever it is that you have going on is not enough. It's not good enough. It's not cool enough. It's not fun enough. It's boring. Sometimes people would pray for that boring, because they're not going to show you or reveal to you when they're crying, when they're sad, when they're depressed, when they are stressed out, when they're lonely. Because if they were to show you those sides of them, then when they are trying to influence you in other ways, you would not want to be, you would think twice about the quote unquote influence, because how can I trust you if you don't have your life together? So they have to make their life seem like it's all together at all times, even when it's not, even when they're crumbling, even when they're sad. That's the truth. I wanted to also touch on this other part of the conversation where it says that there's plenty of fish in the sea, but most of it ain't worth catching. I want to say that this is very interesting as well, because to be honest with you, this can go either way, because in actuality, there's a lot of women who are treating their men bad in relationships because they feel like there is somebody out there that could never replace them. They feel like they're so irreplaceable, that he has got the best, he got the cream of the crop. And so, anywhere he go, he gonna come back crawling to me, because ain't nobody gonna do what I would do. And to be honest, this kind of coincides with what I'm saying about the women who are portraying certain lifestyles on social media. Is that it's so funny that you feel that there's a lot of women out there who would never be willing to do even the bare minimum of things that you do, but there are women who would go over, above, and beyond for that same man. That's the reality. Oh, he'll never find nobody that's gonna take care of him like I do, so he better just deal with however it is I treat him. Well, that's actually not true. There's a lot more women in the world than there is men. Hence why this woman formulated it and said there's plenty of fish in the sea, but most of it ain't worth catching. She's not really talking to the men. Because there's a lot going on. I mean, yes, there's a lot of women who are, missing the mark. There's a lot of women who out here acting ratchet. There's a lot of women who out here acting like they need somebody to pay all their bills. There's a lot of women who full of all this conversation and talking a whole bunch of stuff. I understand that. However, there's a lot of women who are also very willing. Very willing. The same woman who's feeding you the negativity online is the same woman who'll be out there doing all this stuff that she's telling you that you shouldn't do for a man. Oh, I would never cook and clean. That same man that you're in a relationship with that you're taking for granted, she would see that same man and be on Nara Smith's videos, under her videos, singing a different tune. Oh, so how much salt did you say? How many cups of this? Sometimes you have to turn off the noise. Turn off the foolishness. Look at what you have going on. You know, a lot of women spend a lot of their time, whether it is watching other people live their lives, you know, on TikTok, watching how other people are doing things. Sometimes you need to turn all the noise off and just sit in what you have and be in reality. Be in real life, doing real things, having real conversations. Not comparing contrast, not idolizing. That's the truth. There's a lot of women out there who said that they want to be married and want to be in long-term, you know, relationships and stuff like that. But all the people that they follow on social media is single women. All the women that you're following on social media are women who are talking about how much you don't even need a man. It has to align. Because if you're constantly pouring in that same derogatory and negative conversations that you're seeing and hearing, and you're constantly sitting there with no, situation of somebody talking about the opposite side of a coin or offering, like I'm doing a different way of thinking. If you're in spaces that is constantly just negative against your counterpart, when you see your counterpart, what do you think is going to be the first thing in your subconscious? All that negativity against him. He come in the house from work looking at you and you mad, and he like, what happened? Like, we were just fine. Comparison is the thief of joy. Another thing I always say, it does not have to be perfect to be amazing. Don't look at these people's, perfect cookie cutter Instagram influencer life and assume that they are even living in perfection. We have to be realistic. Be in reality and appreciate what we have, value what we have, and also hold those people back down in real life. Don't let nobody on social media trick you up at your spot. That's real. I'd like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I would love to hear you guys' opinions on this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.